to weigh like 50 pounds more, and I'm trying to get it all back.
There's no possible way you weigh 50 pounds more.
I did. I'm trying to get it all back. So what are you gonna make for us today?
I figured we'd do some of our peri peri prawns. It's a pretty simple dish. So you have these extra large prawns that we get, some yam flapjack mix. This is a traditional pancake mix with yams in them. Some micro cilantro, some currants we soak in bourbon, and then some really fine shaved green apple. I'm a salt and pepper cook, so just like salt and pepper. I recommend marinating them in a little bit of chili flakes, parsley, lemon zest, and some grapeseed oil. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire.
The style here at the Sea Soul is Afro-Asian. What kind of inspired you to do that style of cooking?
Afro-Asian is really just, best way of putting it is like this destination, this storytelling of real culture. There's a lot of Chinese and Vietnamese in West Africa. So those are the cooking notes that you see. So anything that comes down from Morocco, down into Ghana, into Nigeria, the Congo, Senegal, that's what we're cooking with. And then cooking notes of Vietnamese and the Chinese.
What are the flavors that like unite those dishes that you think work well together?
China is like the largest rice consumption in the world, but West Africa is the second largest rice consumption. So that's where really the connection is through the rice.
Are there like some spices or like
yeah, you see like a lot of coriander, a lot of cumin.
Right now you're doing a yam.
Yam flapjack. I call it yam flapjack because my grandfather's from Barbados, so I used to go to Barbados a lot. When I was a kid, you couldn't get pancakes because it wouldn't rise, so you got flapjacks.
As like a young kid, you're not out there like, I'm gonna go play for the Yankees. You're watching commercials with the CIA and you're like, that's what I want to do.
That's a true statement. So my dad ran this nonprofit basketball program. Everybody played basketball. I used to play. And one day I was like, this is not going to get me through college, and I'm not that good. So I just started, my crossover they would steal my crossover all the time. I had no left. And I think my dad used to get pissed off. So this is what I do, and it kind of keeps me sane.
How's that
just
looking?
I cook the prawns in medium because you kind of want that nice, you know, the heads of the prawns, you get that nice gooey feeling. So people say like, you should suck the heads out the prawn. The prawns deserve to have a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
And when I'm cooking, I believe everything should be like sweet, spicy, savory, crunch, sour. So you should get all this stuff in your palate.
And so you actually cooked in Ghana. Talk about like that experience a little bit.
I was in this place called Villa Monticello, which was like a 5-star diamond boutique hotel. We were doing American-themed dinners just for a couple days, and then the guys were like teaching me about West African cooking. So in the nighttime, I would go out to eat like what we call street food, which they don't call it. That's just their style of living. So like eating all this crazy food. And then I would be in the nightclub till like 5 in the morning with the Ghanaian soccer team because they heard that I was
Were they the Black Stars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was seeing like bottles flying through the sky, all these Bentleys. So I wasn't like in the rural part of Accra. But I was with these like really talented cooks that were showing me the way, you know. And you know, traditional peri peri is a rub. My take on it is making it an emulsion. So taking all those ingredients with the technique that I've learned and making it into an emulsion.
Is it the sauce you're putting on right now?
Yeah, so this is the peri peri sauce, like onion, ginger, garlic, bird-eye chili.
And is that one of the biggest things you brought back was like kind of this flavor profile and this like piri piri?
Yeah, I would say, you know, in French cooking, everything's mirepoix.
Which is celery, carrot, and onion. And it's like, that starts almost everything.
That starts everything. Here, our base is shallots, ginger, garlic, tomato, bird-eye chili. So in mostly every dish you get here, that's the foundation. And that's what really brightens up what we do, which is really a great thing.
Now you're gonna show me how to eat this thing. How do I even attack? These things are huge, like cut into this guy.
Just cut into it, or you could just pick it up with your hands.
Picking it up.
If you pick it up with your hands, you just kind of break open the head.
Yeah, let's get dirty here.
And you're all good. I hope it's okay.
That's awesome. You get a little bit of spice, but it's not like it's not like overwhelming. Then I'll get it with a little bit of this. I'm just pigging out, man.
Cool, my home's your home. How many miles you run a day?
About, you can do it 50-50. 50-50. Because the meats are so different. So the secret with meatballs, you want to get some fat in there.
Yeah.
If you don't get fat in the meatballs, they get very bouncy and dry.
Yeah.
And that's no good meatball. So look at this. They're just going to simmer down.
Okay.
That's it.
And what do you have in this sauce here?
Ooh. So in the sauce, you have tomato, you have garlic, you have chilies, but you also have a little bit of sausage, you know, because I want it to be chunky.